So we took delivery of our Model Y Performance recently after we ordered it on December 1st. Originally the app said February for delivery, but a week after we put our order in, it changed to the end of December, and she actually arrived on December 30th. There are several upgrades that Tesla is in the process of doing to the Model Y and 3, and I was hoping to get all of these, but unfortunately we only got the Michelin tires, which I'm happy about because it does offer the turbine wheels a little more protection from curb rash than the old Pirellis did. I was hoping to be able to upgrade to the Ryzen chip in the future, but I read an article saying that Tesla will not offer this, and that's a bummer. Not the end of the world, but a little more processing speed never hurts. So after 30 days and 2,000 miles, here are some of the things that we love about our new Model Y and some of the things that we don't, or at least need improvement. So the first thing I want to talk about, and probably our favorite thing about the car, is the power and speed that is instant. There is no hesitation and it's quiet. Once you get used to this, it's really hard to go back to an ICE car. This makes the car extremely fun to drive as well, not to mention that it has the best stock sound system that I've ever heard. Probably the biggest disappointments that we have found is within the UI, or user interface. You are only allowed a few apps in which Tesla decides. You can't add or subtract anything. The car is loaded with gimmicky things like the whoopee cushion, the megaphone.
I am so gassy.
You can even pretend to be an ice cream truck. There are some games and social apps that we rarely use, but the music and maps option that you use daily, we're forced to use the mainly garbage options that they give you, like Tidal, Spotify, Karaoke, and TuneIn Radio. I pay for Apple Music, and I have all my accumulated music and playlists there. So to pay this much for an advanced tech car and not be able to use Apple Music is disappointing. Now I can still listen to my Apple Music playlist, I just have to use the phone through Bluetooth, and it's kind of a pain in the ass. Another example with Tesla Maps, which I believe is based on Google Maps and is my preferred choice for navigation, but there's no choice within the Tesla Map to avoid highways. And I find that the Tesla Map always wants to take me straight to the highway, even if it's not the best route. The Tesla Map isn't bad, I just wish I could avoid the highways like I'm used to. However, one thing that started out as a negative is actually turned into kind of a positive, and that is the onboard music streaming app Slacker that you get with the premium connectivity subscription that will run you $10 a month after 1 month free. There's a wide range of variety of music, and I find myself using this a lot. The regenerative braking is also something that we love. Even though energy that it sends back to the battery is probably minimal, just the way that it slows down the car and I rarely have to use the brakes is something that once you get used to, you don't want to go back to the old way. Getting back to the UI issues, as part of the premium connectivity, you get real-time live traffic on the maps represented by these different orange and red lines. But I find it to be a total mess and it doesn't ever seem to be right. Here I am coming down the hill and it shows an orange line over there. But there isn't anything there. So what does that orange line mean? It's completely useless and I never use it. One of the best things about all Teslas is being able to use the app to control almost everything on the car from anywhere. Setting the temperature or heating the seats or steering wheel before I'm ready to leave is great. You can even crack the windows on a hot day to let the car cool down. Even though if you use the overheat mode, the car will regulate its interior temp automatically. One thing that is neither negative nor positive is that the Model Y is actually a small compact hatchback. Even though before we received it, I thought of it as a larger crossover. But after driving it for a while, it seems to feel smaller. I do have to say there's a lot of storage throughout, and we put her through the tests. It's a great little car for commuting, shorter road trips, or just running around shopping. But don't think you're getting a 4x8 sheet of plywood back there. When it comes to EV range, just remember that it's irrelevant, because what the car tells you the range is nowhere near accurate. For example, if you charge up to 100% and it shows about 300-mile range, you're never going to get anywhere near that. You'll probably get more like 220 to 230 miles. This 300-mile range is based on driving in perfect conditions with nothing running. And that's just not realistic. Another feature that Teslas have that every car should have is the always-on, viewable, and recordable dash cam that uses all the cameras around the car for viewing and security. I haven't captured any good moments on dashcam yet, but I will eventually. The dashcam turns into Sentry mode when you're away from your car, meaning if someone walks close by or up to your car, it will record the event and save it on the memory stick that's in the glove box. You can even view all sides of the car from the app when you have Sentry mode enabled. The last thing that I'm not crazy about is the back windows don't go all the way down, and I'm not sure why, but there must be a reason. One thing that I didn't realize until after we bought this car is that the door windows have no structure around them and they seal after you shut the door. They seal well, but this could potentially be a problem if there is some kind of electrical or technical problem. Your windows will be down or cracked and you won't be able to get them up without a service appointment. As you can see, there are far more positives and the negatives aren't really deal breakers, just kind of annoyances that I think most can be fixed with firmware updates. Overall, we love the car and are very happy with it and would recommend it to anyone wanting an electric vehicle. However, I believe they are way overpriced as of the beginning of 2022 and should come down a little after the chip shortage is resolved, hopefully. Slide into the comments below if you have any other questions or want me to make more videos like this. Your feedback is always appreciated.